good. He's willing himself to make these plays. Eyes at the field. It's keeping the defense honest, and he's been able to make these scrambles. But they can't sustain this, and you can't win like this. Clearly, they're on two. So yeah, they'll get guys back, but at what cost? Like, when will it be too late? Like, don't let the Chargers win tomorrow. They'll start to say we can run away with this thing. And then we heard they missed the playoffs when they've done this before. I believe so much in Pat. He's such an incredible player.
What's up? Fuck yeah. Earl Skakel is in the house. Hoping you guys are good in the hood. Oh, is it a steel toe on? I don't really keep up with who's on. Of course, for me, it's 4:15 in the morning, so I don't really no. Let's see who's live right now. I always like to give you guys viewing choices. So we've got, all right, we don't really have much. I don't see too many people on. So we'll just have to continue on our Merry Brand way with Lois chiming in the house. But it's good to be here early in the morning. And I hope that you guys have a good start to the day. Lois is up early. She be chilling right now. For those of you wondering, Lois is my dog. What up, Michael? Hello. I don't know what that means. I'm going to assume it's something disgusting. So, okay, we don't do the gay stuff in here, Michael. But the trolls are starting early, I see. I do not. Michael, we don't do the gay talk in here. I have impressionable minds in this stream. Yes, I believe Michael might be a spam person. I don't quite understand why someone would come in here and say those things, but such is life in the internet world. Yes, my sleep patterns are off. That's a fact, Jack. No, then I just went to 7-Eleven and got this. I love me a little bit of Liquid Death right before sleep. Comedy Store, they probably should have like a Liquid Death sponsorship. But, you know, who am I to tell the Comedy Store how to run their business model? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just, I don't know why they put it in a can, but it's just water, I guess. So, but it tastes good. It tastes very clear. What up, Jenna, in the Montreal area? I hope to get back to Montreal one day just for laughs and do some stand-up comedy. I did JFL twice, but under the Roast Battle brand. I don't really have an opinion on either's comedy. I don't watch comedy. I mean, Kevin Hart's bigger, I guess. So, um, interesting, Karen. Interesting. I don't know. I mean, at first I thought it was alcohol, and then someone alerted me to the fact that it's just water. It does seem to be an interesting name for something healthy. What day is it? Monday, where I'm at. Of course, in Australia, it might be Tuesday already. That would be a good name for a company. Not too much, like $2. It is in my area 4:20 a.m. Message hell for review. Oh boy. Well, whatever. Whatever makes you feel better. Inappropriate laughter. Some strange people in the stream. That is for sure. But that's all right. I love me some strange people in the stream. Well, I don't know if I would say I love you, but I don't mind you in my stream. Hit the like and subscribe button. That would be lovely for you to do. And then we can be lifelong friends in the Earlverse stream. Yeah. Blaine, we don't do the all caps in here. Thank you very much. You know, we got some weird people in this stream, I'll tell you what, right now, but I welcome you all. You know, yes, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Not a good way to go. Yeah, we don't do the all caps in here. Only Peter the Chicken Man Brennan is allowed the all caps. No, I'm not high. Well, it's 4:20 in the morning. Would you like for me to be yelling at the top of my lungs? I don't know what that means, Waver. And my voice is deep enough where you should be able to hear me from any corner of the world. I'm just a happy-go-lucky streamer Los Angeles, California. And yes, what was George Carlin right about? I mean, it's good water. I mean, it tastes clean and clear. Um, oh, they probably don't. They probably don't know who Daddy Man is. I mean, Laura, I'm sure you're not a looker, so don't worry about my looks. I love people who come in here. You look like when your face probably looks like a pepperoni pizza. Everyone be cool, man. Who cares what I look like? I'm sure we got no models in the stream, so don't worry about it. I don't play Fortnite. I only play one video game, and that is NCAA College Football 2025. What up, Eminem? I don't know what that means, Mr. Juggalo. Oh, shit. Peter Chicken Man Brennan is in the building. We don't talk about Dean Del Rey in here. Sorry. We don't do that in here. Well, he can have a face for radio. And very interesting group in here right now. My favorite NFL team did not have a good day today. Laura, that's an old joke. So, one thing we don't do in here, Laura, is do stolen jokes. So take a deep breath and relax. And don't you ever do a stolen joke in this stream again, or you will be banished to Ray DeVito's stream. Chicken Man gets to do all caps because he was my very first subscriber. And he is Comedy Store royalty. Saturday show was great. I had to follow a comic who their closer was about Charlie Kirk. And let's just say the closer did not work. But so I got off to a rough start. Now, 67, don't be a bitch. Don't retract your statement. Oh, I'm sorry you had a bad dream. I'm not quite sure this is the stream to come to if you had a bad dream. I do believe in God, but I do not believe in the God that was presented to me as a child. If that makes any sense. Oh, he called me gay. A lot of gay talk in this stream. I'm going to assume anyone who calls a complete stranger gay is just coming out of the closet on my stream, which I welcome. Am I weird as fuck? It depends what you think weird is. What up, Michael Sanders and John Toomey in the house? We'll go back to bed. I don't know. I don't dabble in crypto, to be honest with you. All my friends who told me to get into crypto lost all their money. So 67 is not any funnier the second time. Um, Big Daddy, that's kind of a personal question. I'm not sure I feel like answering at the moment. But welcome to the stream. Haktua. Yeah, I don't think they are. She had a nice run. 15 minutes of fame and out. I got a hig for your bad. You guys, man. Are you guys all on fucking drugs? I'm lost too, Jenna. You guys seem to be on some kind of narcotic. But that's fine. I'm glad you're here. Stugats. Stugats. Hawk Tuah Girl got way too much attention for what it's worth. Well, I did never get married. I almost got married during the pandemic. But yet, it didn't happen. You know, the problem with Hawk Tuah Girl was she really had no talent. She just was lucky. She was drunk, and she said something that was funny. So there's really not a lot you can do with that, you know? So I kind of feel bad for her. And, you know, because, you know, she's already forgotten about. Well, I hope your edible puts you back to sleep. I don't really eat fast food, to be honest with you. I mean, I guess a hamburger, if that counts for fast food. This isn't a dating app, 67. I do follow politics. But to be completely honest with you, when my friend called me when Charlie Kirk got killed, I had no idea who he was. Yeah, that's very true. Like, you know, back in the day, you had to be talented. Now you just have to, you know, be hot to a girl or, you know, TikTok famous. You know, it's very, the definition of what is famous or whatever is, it's kind of sad, to be honest with you. It's just, it's just sad, you know, what passes as a celebrity now. But it's just the way it is, you know. I mean, I had a friend of mine, she books comedy clubs in the South, and she said, Earl, I won't book a comic unless they have 100,000 followers or more. On Instagram, we were talking. And as an example, on Instagram, I have 12,200. And as funny as this person thinks I am, she'll never book me. My retirement plan is to win the Powerball. Daddy Man only eats at Burger Truck next to Beloved Chatter. That's a fact, Jack. In Vegas, in the parking lot at the next Hackamania. I am a stand-up comic, Big Daddy, and a voiceover actor. So I hope that answers your question. And yeah, I think every ex-girlfriend would come out if I ran for president. So, no thank you. Well, I don't know about that, Mint Diggity. Um, you know, I I had a fish tank. No, Big Daddy, we don't do that in here. I apologize. Um, thank you very much, Kraken Pines. Um, yeah, I think comedy has gotten worse by the decade. Um, we don't do jokes in here, Big Daddy, unless you pay. You know, you super chat the joke, then I'll read it. But I've got to make money, honey. Because then if you do a joke for free, everyone is going to do a joke, and then it's just like, I hope you understand. I did not. I did not. I love you too, Big Daddy. Thank you for understanding. I appreciate your consideration. And what kind of bee makes milk? Come on, man. I just told someone they can't do jokes in here, and then you do a joke for free. Come on, man. I know it's not any funnier the second time, bro. The shirt's coming off for $100. Thank you very much. Um, well, I think it's the best time for comedy from the standpoint of you don't need a manager or an agent really anymore. If you become popular on YouTube, they come to you. The meanest celebrity I ever met was John Saxon of Enter the Dragon. Oh, that's awesome. Tank was great. I mean, he was just too big for my condo. And at the time, Chandler was just, I mean, when Tank stood up on its hind legs, it was taller than Chandler. So, I think that, oh, well, I mean, I can't, I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, there's not too many comics today where you hear them do a joke and you're like, fuck, I wish I wrote that. Like I listen to Hedberg and go, fuck, I wish I wrote that. There's not very many comics today that you go, man. Um, well, I mean, I would disagree that he's not funny. I mean, you don't play arenas and have the #1 podcast in the world. If you've got to have some base level of funny. Now he might not be your type of comedy, and I don't tell people who they should think are funny or not. But who made me want to do comedy? Actually, TV shows. I didn't really watch stand up as a kid, so All in the Family and a very little known TV show called The White Shadow, which was a drama, but it was kind of based in humor. Um, Don Rickles, I guess. But I really liked on All in the Family, especially the early years or the early seasons, how Archie Bunker would say this crazy shit, but you still liked him. And that's kind of how I do my comedy. Like I say some wacky shit, but usually people laugh. Not every time, to be honest with you, but usually they do. So, um, you know, no, I didn't really ever find him funny, to be honest with you. I mean, I know you're trolling, but we'll go about another 5 minutes, guys. You dry clean them. Now they say Slash pours, I think, vodka on the inside of his pants. That supposedly cleans his pants, but that's Slash. Um, well, I mean, I think you have to have some base level of funny to keep that many people interested in your product. Um, like someone who's not funny is not going to have the ability to keep people from coming back to your show. Um, and once again, I'm not telling you he's funny. You know, um, well, Slash is a pacemaker now, so he's not quite the wild man he used to be. Um, it's like people who say Bert Kreischer's not funny. The guy fucking plays arenas, man. No one's not funny and plays arenas. So, yeah, I mean, I don't, I'm trying to follow the Kevin Brennan business model. If you want to troll me, you got to pay for it, baby. I'm not reading gibberish for free anymore. Well, but Sebastian, that's cool. If you don't think he's funny, that. Listen, there's comics I don't like. I don't like Bill Hicks, but what up, Waver? In general, most people love Bill Hicks. I just never found him funny. Um, I never really found Bill Maher funny, but he's pretty successful. So what up, Big Bones Motherfucking Jones? What up, Mint Diggity? Um, well, but once again, though, I'm not trying to get people to think Bill Hicks isn't funny. He never made me laugh. He just came off as really bitter. Do the fucking gigs I do, Bill Hicks. Um, you know, yeah, I mean, that's what I guess why I didn't like Bill Hicks. He just seemed to be miserable. And he's selling out not arenas, but like comedy club after comedy club after comedy club after comedy club. Um, so, um, I mean, I like silly humor. I like humor you don't have to really think. Um, like Mitch Hedberg, Stephen Wright. You can't have everything. Where would you put it? I love shit like that. Um, but everyone's different. Some people love Slayer. I like Poison. Um, some people love Stevie Ray Vaughan. I'd rather listen to CC DeVille. Um, it's not to say I'm right or wrong. Stephen Wright's awesome. I wish he was more famous with younger people, but younger people like Dane Cook, Chris D'Elia, Bird, that kind of stuff. So, yes, Kramer did get canceled. That's a fact, Jack. I'm friends with Joey Allen from Warren, so yes, I do. Well, I don't see. I think Attell more famous would be ruined. Like, I think he likes his level of fame. Um, I love Attell. I got to do bumping mics with him. No Jeff, just me and him. What up, Furbo? And it was fucking awesome, man. Johnny Yoon, that's a name I haven't heard in a very long time. I mean, he was perfect for the time. He kind of hacky, but 70s comedy was a little hacky, like someone like Johnny Yoon. What up, what up? Damn, Johnny Yoon, I haven't heard that name in a minute. Um, so, what up, Eminem? Yeah, Stephen Wright. I mean, Gallagher was perfect for the time, but I didn't find Gallagher funny at all. Oh, it was awesome. I mean, it was only for like 5 to 10 minutes, but I mean, Dave's awesome. Like, I wish everyone in the business were like Dave Attell. I wouldn't be so fucking bitter on the business. Um, you know. I mean, I think Rife knows how to work his audience. he's funny to his audience. Is he George Carlin? No, but he doesn't have to be. I mean, I was waiting once to go on in the original room at the Comedy Store, and Matt was in the main room, 2 sold out shows on a Wednesday, 2 different crowds, which is very hard to do. The main room seats about 400 people. And I walk in because I had a few minutes before I was going on. And just as I walked in, he's like, "Ah, man, I forgot my joke. I think I'll just take my shirt off." And the crowd erupted like he was the fucking Beatles. So when you can get that kind of reaction from an audience when you forget your joke, you don't need to be George Carlin, to be honest with you. And he works his ass off. I mean, if anyone should look up to Matt Rife, it's his work ethic. Anyone could have done what he did with the crowd work videos, but he did it. He just kept pumping it out until one hit. I mean, that's what I'm doing with these live streams. I've got 19 people in here. Is anyone comparing me to Mr. Beast? Probably not. But, I know one day I'll have a stream that pops and I'll get a lot more people in here. Yeah, I don't know about that, Ed. Oh, I love it, Buddhist Priest. Thank you very much. So we'll do another 4 minutes, guys. This is just a quick baby stream. I wanted to get in touch with you guys. I mean, politics. Well, see, that's the problem, though. When you make fun of politics, you alienate half the audience. And my audience is not big enough for me to take out half the people. Cliffhanger is a great movie, starring, of course, the great John Lithgow and the even greater Michael Rooker. We don't give out addresses in here. I did meet Daisy. I've met Brody's mom and I've met Brody's sister. I don't know. Kyle Dunnigan? Is that who you're talking about? I believe John Lithgow and Michael Rooker are still alive. So, yes. Cliffhanger, great movie. And I like the supporting cast of Thieves. They were very good. Especially the guy with the British accent. I think his name was Craig Fairbass or something like that. Very good movie. It was an 80s action movie just coming in the early 90s. So thank you, Mikey Mike, for that compliment. And visually very good. Everyone check out the Buddhist Prank. I will when the stream is done. Can you send it to me on Instagram, Buddhist Priest, please? Lithgow's great. And Michael Rooker is one of the great character actors of our time. We'll go to 40 minutes, guys. I've decided we will go another 6 minutes. So please, if you're new to the stream, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps me out more than super chats, to be honest with you. I'm just trying to catch up to the Meltons and the Kevin Brennans and the Chad Zumacks. And then I'll retire from streaming. But the channel has been growing a little bit more lately, so I do appreciate that. I appreciate you guys helping me out. I appreciate Buddhist Priest making some funny videos. I appreciate Hi-Fi Protege for doing my clips. And yeah, I mean, there's many, a lot of people ask me in this trying economy. Earl, how can we help a streamer if we don't want to or can't financially help you? Hitting the like and subscribe button. Why did you have over 600 people watching the other night? What happens is when Yonder Wizard, who's a popular comic in Austin, when he finishes his stream, he gets about 3,000 people in his stream. He tells them to come over here, and so about half do, and it helps. It helps a lot. No, I did not move down to Austin, and I will never move down to Austin. It's just not my thing, man. I'm an LA guy. Now, if I was a little more in Austin, I might do what my friend Ryan did, and he not bought, but he rents a $900 a month apartment down there. So he goes down there for 2 weeks, comes here for 2 weeks. But I'm just not. You got to be in LA to make it. Whatever making it means to you. I did it once. I had a great time at Red Bands Club. I got to see a lot of people I haven't seen in a while. And then when you go to the mothership, it's a little more business-like. And it's a little more like you got to fall in line behind Hinchcliffe and the other people. And I personally don't thrive in that kind of condition. So I'm not putting it down. I think if you're in with Rogan, you should move there. But a lot of the people who've moved there, they ain't in with Rogan. And if Adam Egget didn't book you in Los Angeles, he ain't gonna book you there, brother. So, but that's just my opinion. Would I go back there? Any city that embraces Brian Callen, I don't want any part of, man. I just don't. I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't like him. So Austin welcomed him with fucking open arms. Fuck that. So, and I'm not, if you guys are thinking of moving down to Austin, or if you're a comic in my stream, move down there. Maybe you'll get in like I didn't. It's owned by the Shore family, so I guess that would be a big stake. Paulie's awesome, and very funny. Like, he doesn't, I mentioned CC DeVille earlier in the stream. He doesn't get the credit he should. He's a very, very funny comic. Well, he's done some things off stage I'm not a fan of. I'll just leave it at that. Just like, he's in Austin. So, like, that should tell you everything. But if you guys are Brian Callen fans, go watch his shows. I knew his main accuser, and I find her very credible. And he also creeped on my ex, like, basically in front of me. And I was like, bro, you better take your hand off her, or your next set's gonna be through a fucking straw. And, I didn't know she was with you, bro. You knew she was with somebody, bro. So, what up, Days with Jordan the Lionheart? I will see you in October, mate. Follow Days with Jordan the Lion. He's a soldier. Probably Olivia. I haven't seen her in a hot minute. Boy, her life worked out really well without me. Most of my exes, they find out the grass ain't always greener, brother. You want poison mist to say, what am I, the Great Muda? Give me the green poison mist, Buddhist priest. Days likes the super chat Perry. Yeah, we don't talk about Perry Caravello in here. Now I've been doing stand-up comedy for 25 years. Perry is absolutely the most unfunny person I've ever met in my life, without a doubt. Like it ain't even close. Um, you need to read Dusty Rhodes' book Hard Times, Daddy. Does he talk about Nikita Koloff, my good buddy Nikita Koloff? You like Troy Crowder, the hockey player? No, I'm just kidding. He's isn't he a political guy, Crowder? Steven Crowder? I know the name, I just don't really know the underlings. Have you met Keanu Thompson? Gino's wife? Yeah, we don't talk about the Dabbleverse in here. You got to just, you know, we don't do that in here. Um, okay, yeah, well that fits. I mean, put it this way: Callan was a pretty big actor. There's a reason he moved to Austin. No big actor just uplifts and goes to Austin. Yeah, Doom. We can talk about Keanu Thompson when Doom is here. Um, hey, whatever it takes, Jordan. Whatever it takes. Um, I mean, listen. If you like Brian Callen, like support him. I don't care. Um, Tom Brady is the GOAT, and I'm a Pittsburgh Steeler fan. That kills me to say that Tom Brady is the GOAT. But, 7 Super Bowls. I mean, when you have almost double the Super Bowls Terry Bradshaw has, you're doing something right. Yeah, great, Swallow. We don't do the dirty talking here. So you're gonna have to go to Steel Toes stream. Thank you very much. So Troy Aikman ain't the GOAT, bro. He's good, but he wasn't the GOAT. Um, yeah, that shows you how stupid some people are. Um, well, Elvis, he loved those young girls. There you go. Um, is April moving in? April from Steel Toe, not to my house, but she kind of disappeared. Um, it's tough. You get your internet 15 minutes of fame, and then you start spiraling, baby. But check out Days with Jordan the Lion. He's one of my longtime friends. Jordan is a soldier of comedy, and one of the greats in the live streaming business. Well, I mean, Lois is up. I think she has to go to the bathroom. So when the queen is walking around, we must go to the bathroom. So she does not go to the bathroom in my home. But let me put her leash on. We gotta be a little quiet. Because, shh, Lois, be quiet. Now they just had a very big Emmys party. HBO party was right to the left. So this is where the HBO Emmy party was. Come on, Lois. I knew she had to go to the bathroom. Lois is going to the bathroom right now, so we're just going to give you a view of something else. No, we had a Newport warning in my condo. But, as you can see, Mike, that you have to have an electronic code right there. You can't really climb up. I mean, you could if you really wanted in the building, you could. And as you can see, hold on. Okay, let's go pee-pee, Lois. I know you gotta go pee-pee. Come on, move out. Come on. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunately we do get some riffraff in my building from time to time. And Lois is going pee-pee on command. So this is where the HBO Max party was. I was not invited. So there you go. It's about 5 a.m. right now on a Monday morning. So here you go. You can tell what a production this is. I mean, well, I don't want to say unfortunately, but my dog Lois is 15, and to be honest with you, she might even be 16. I mean, I don't really truly know her age, so it's like having a kid. But as you can see, for a 15-year-old dog, she moves pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. I mean, I'm up at this hour anyway. I mean, listen, there's some days when I'm sleeping and, come on. At 7 in the morning, she wakes me up to go potty. It's a pain in the ass, bro. But I don't mind it. She's an amazing dog. John Stagliano, Buttman, Finally, something of interest you have said. It's taken you almost an hour, but I appreciate a John Stagliano reference always. Hey, what's up? There's a bus. Maybe I should do a live stream from a bus. Imagine the freakazoids that are on that early in the morning, too. Well, I'll be honest with you, I don't really watch porn. I just knew a friend of mine, fellow comic, who edited his film. That's the only reason I know his name. We got a water storm here. Thank you, Val. Thank you. Lois, come on. Come on, let's go. Thank you very much. Lois, come on. You too. Thank you again, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you. You gotta really water down the streets here. Yeah, I don't know where Barry Ribs is. You know, I don't really know him, to be honest with you, so. Yeah, there aren't really many homeless out tonight. Not sure where they are. It's Monday morning here out on the streets of West Hollywood. Now, I can stop and do this right now. This building right here used to be Larrabee Sound Studios. And Ozzy Osbourne did, I believe, most, if not all, of the Ultimate Sin album here. So it's just another interesting fact. Well, here's a homeless person right here. So this is what my area looks like at 5 in the morning. It's pretty mellow. Here's the car wash where ICE agents have raided, I believe, 3 times. So it's not quite the same as what it used to be. This is West Hollywood. Just if you don't know where West Hollywood is, it's east of Beverly Hills, west of Hollywood. which I guess is why they call it West Hollywood. This area, of course, can be a little janky at times, but it's usually a little wackier. Thursday through Saturday. Yes, West Hollywood, you can separate the men from the boys with a crowbar, if you know what I'm saying. Hey-oh! With some nice apartments and whatnot. Kind of an expensive area. I mean, I definitely came here at the right time. I bought my condo for $371,000 in 2001. And my unit has just been appraised at $1.1 million. Now you think, wow, you've made basically 3 times your money. You're rolling in dough, baby. But the problem is, you're not going to get anything around here for 1.1. And if you do, you basically have to spend your profits. So, well, it's kind of a dangerous area, to be honest with you. Now, am I saying I live in Compton? No. But just in the last year, there was an armed robbery actually right there on that corner. And there have been 2 armed robberies on my street, on my block in the last year. And just last night, there was a stabbing at the end of my street, where my friend said the girl died. I heard she was in critical condition, so I'm not sure, but... And then in the past 2 weeks, we had a break-in in our garage, and last Sunday, we had a Newport smoking crack by our front gate with a 7-inch knife. Just chilling. So, it's not that great of a neighborhood. There's worse, but there's better. And the real problem, at least in my opinion, is that it's LA sheriffs. They are the protectors. And I think a lot of them, this is just my opinion, a lot of them aren't gay, if not all of them. So they're uncomfortable in this area, which I get it. I mean, listen. This area ain't for everybody. So they are they're a little lax in their protection efforts at times. So I'm on my own, more or less. Because we called the cops on the guy, right? This is where he was. He was literally smoking crack right here. And when I told him he had to get the fuck out of here, I noticed a knife right there that was the size of one of these bricks. So it's just like, I'm a little over living in this area, to be honest with you. But, you know, that's kind of the problem, is that hold on, I gotta wash my hands. So I will have you all right, we're almost done in the Earlverse, but we will stream later on today. Well, I mean, it's so bad in my neighborhood that I literally applied for a concealed weapons permit on Friday. And I picked out my gun, and, I've got to pass a test. I mean, I almost got carjacked the other day. I think this guy was setting me up to get carjacked. So, after that, I was just like, because what happened was, I was pulling into my garage, and I noticed that, I don't think so, SC, I don't think so. But, are you here to meet a 12-year-old? Absolutely not. But this car was tailgating me a lot. And as I pull into my driveway, he pulled parallel to me, blocking me in. And he got out of the car real fast. And so I got out of the car real fast, and I hulked up. And I'm like, what the fuck do you want, dude? Oh, man, I was just looking for a 7-Eleven. Now, maybe he was just looking for a 7-Eleven, but something tells me he wasn't. So, and sometimes I have trouble sleeping at night. Because, yes, I do have several large hockey sticks that I could use as weapons, but if someone breaks into my bedroom, I'm not going to have time to get the hockey sticks. So, that's funny. My parents used to live on Alton Road in 29th, Sunset Island, number 1, 1525 Northview Road. No news on Gutfeld this week. I think they probably had a rough week. But even then, I would think I would get a call. I mean, I do have experience with assassinations in my family. So, but I've kind of forgotten about Gutfeld. I think I'm going to get it, but I'm just going to let it off into the universe. And well, the gun that let me get the technical term of it. I forget the name of it. It's called the Hellcat something. And I'm trying to find the name of it. Let's see. I can't. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's the name. It is the Hellcat. So there you go. There's a couple different models. Of course, I'm getting a license to carry. I'm doing it by the book. So. I mean, I liked Miami. It's like Miami Beach, Lincoln Road, if you're familiar with that. No, I'm not getting an AR-15, but well, I would think though that I'm getting it primarily for home protection. So I would think if someone breaks into my home, self-defense laws would favor me, but you know, I don't know. Yes, that is my dog coughing. And hopefully I'll never need to use it, but I'll sleep better at night, that's for sure. We'll go to 70 minutes, guys. And then I'm going to sleep. Thank you very much. I'm a little bit tired. A lot of banks here, 100% there. I mean, there's 3 banks almost at the end of my block. We do have cameras in the building, but, you know, like I said, the last 2 weeks in my building, we've had someone break in to the garage, and they tried to get into the building. Now, the good thing is about this building is if you're in the garage, you can't get into the building unless you have a key. And it's a key fob, so you can't pick the lock. Well, I like the Hellcat. It fit perfectly in my hand. Well, Mumble Slam, how would you like me to do my next live? And I'll do it for you. Well, I just home protection. That's what I'm getting it for. And the fact that that's fine. You know, just subscribe to the channel, and I'll take that as your donation for the day. Message hell for review. These are always interesting. So we got 1 minute left, guys, to get your last minute insults. Well, I mean, my hands, it's not that big, but it's not small. So he showed me about 10 guns, and I would say 8 of the 10 felt too small in my hand. And then, no, I won't bring it to the Comedy Store. I might actually shoot someone there. No, I'm asking you, Mumble Slam. I mean, I like this format because I can read the questions because they don't disappear. But when I go horizontal, the questions disappear after like 3 seconds. So I can palm a basketball. Yes, I can. And that looks like it's going to be the last question. I mean, my channel's different. I don't do the Dabbleverse stuff. Oh no, Mumbles, I'm not giving you shit. I'm just saying, and on my iMac, you know, I've been told that the algorithm on YouTube pushes for vertical streams, and in my limited experience, my iMac streams don't do very well at all. My my horizontal streams, they do okay, but the vertical streams absolutely do. I don't really have an opinion on Tim and Eric. I've never watched it. But thank you for asking 4 times. Earl Skakel, over and out. SC, I'll talk to you soon, bud.